I continue with my series of on the Wanderers. So in my new approach, I use the elements of the icons. You know, we studied in art history the Byzantine iconography, and then Russian took from them elements of those. So what I did before, I used the background as more natural, you know, the woods, or I darkened completely in this background to focus on the face of of the wanderer. Now I change it where I use the approach of the icons where I gold leaf it, but I decide not simply to gold leaf it, because when the wanderer is all those obstacles they go through in their life. So I mosaiced it, and then what I did, I used several different type leaves. I use copper leaf, I use white gold, 12 karat gold, and then 23 karat gold, the yellow gold. But what I do, I lay out the first layer and I stain it. You know what I do, I take a damar varnish or medium and put some kind of the translucent stain, like, you know, red iron oxide, and I simplify that first. It give one depth. I apply second layer, and I go with white gold, and try to walk as a little elements of like a mosaic, inserting them. And then I go with yellow gold, and meanwhile you look at the whole image and try to think what is working for the composition. And then I start to intersect them, interlap them, and then it's like, you know, puzzling things. I used pattern gold and slice them on the small pieces and insert, and the further I go, I would say here probably in the Wanderer there's about maybe 5 layers of gold, and every layer I seal and stain a little, and then when I need the highlights, I put fresh yellow gold. With white gold, I always have to, and the copper, I need to seal them because they will tarnish eventually. If you want them to tarnish, you can leave them, but a yellow gold, you don't have to worry that much because it doesn't tarnish. And to me, the approach in icons or that type of language is to glorify. And then people of that type whom I represent, to me, you know, when this particular one dressed in hefsur, you know, the traditional, the costume, I try to give the look of legendary kind of look on that. So, and it's kind of old-timer look also. And that help, because wanderer goes through the day or night or the rain, it doesn't matter. Well, night, what do you say, symbol of who helps you to go through. I will represent your night guard. So I use those owls to help him through. So, and that's new technique I developed for myself. I'm still working with that. So I try to make it as complicated as is possible. So, and then, you know, that's it.